Is this the right time to be playing Pakistan? Is India-Pakistan cricket simply war minus the shooting, to quote from a famous book? Should politics or sports be dealing, should sports be dealing from politics? Is that at all possible? As I said, is this the right time to play for Pakistan, against Pakistan? Those are some of the questions I will raise. Joining me now, Shishir Hattangdi. He's a former Mumbai cricket captain, and that's how he should be supered. Kirti Azad is former India cricketer and of course a MP of the Trinamool Congress. I appreciate both of you joining us. First to you, Shishir Hattangdi, because I see you there on screen. You tell me, is this the right time to be playing Pakistan, or will this match invariably be seen in the context of what happened in Pahalgam a few months ago, and will it affect the players? Tell us from a cricketer's perspective.
Well, from a cricketer's perspective, first and foremost, Rajiv, I think the cricketers themselves will disconnect from the sound. There is a lot of angst and a controversy and debate about whether we actually should be playing against Pakistan. I think everybody is aware that the geopolitical environment does not allow India to play against Pakistan, given that the tensions between the two countries and, of course, what has happened in the last few months isn't a good environment to play cricket against any country. And the players, of course, are obliged to play because the board asked them to play. And, the ramifications of not playing in an ICC tournament or Asia Cup or, could have a cascading effect even in terms of the vote bank if India is to bid for the Olympics. So, there are various other issues that actually force India to play this tournament as a cricket team. But from an Indian sentiment, I can understand why people and the fan or the Indian supporter doesn't want the game to be played between two countries that are actually undergoing a lot of tension amongst themselves.
You're saying that from an Indian perspective, you can understand the fans' anger, but do you believe that, as I said, how do players react to each other? Do they see themselves? Kirti Azad is back with us. Appreciate your joining us, Kirti. What's your view? Should India be playing Pakistan? Is this the right time for the two countries, or does Pahalgam affect the nature of the relationship, Mr. Azad?
Well, I had always supported that politics should not be brought into when you're playing something. But then I'll go back a few years when you had apartheid in South Africa. Everybody boycotted South Africa and Rhodesia. You had the Moscow Olympics. The entire Western Bloc had boycotted that. So to prove a point, you got to do something which you feel. As an Indian, I really feel bad about those 26 people who were killed by the Pakistanis, and the person whom we were blaming, Asif Munir, became the vice chairman of the anti-terrorist association of the countries. So, a situation where nobody is really listening to you. You have a point to make to the entire world to let them know that Pakistan is basically a terrorist nation. We've already spoke about Operation Sindoor, but when it comes to cricket, it is the Chashme Baddur. You become friends. I mean, this is very strange. And there is a lot of conflict of interest. A lot of people are not talking about the person who is the president of the ICC chairman. His father is the Honorable Home Minister back home in India. And one in Parliament, you come out and speak so aggressively, saying as if the Operation Sindoor has not stopped. And here you are playing a game. One game does not make a difference. I think it's very simple. We got to prove a point. We got the world to know, because if India is playing against Pakistan, the entire world, wherever the Indians are, they watch the game. They're watching it. So once you don't watch a game, it becomes a talking point.
So are you saying India should have boycotted? No, Kirti Azad, let's be clear. No, Kirti Azad, you are drawing an analogy with apartheid. During the apartheid in South Africa, the world boycotted South Africa. The world is not boycotting Pakistan. Are you saying India should boycott Pakistan? The world is not joining us in boycotting Pakistan. That's not like South Africa. Exactly. The world was ready to boycott South Africa.
Exactly. So we've not been able to prove a point. I mean, we had Pulwama that happened. We've had Pathankot that has happened. We have had Uri that has happened in our country, and yet we are not able to make a point. So where is the foreign policy? This is the way, the best way to say to the world is, we're not playing one of the most popular games in India. Cricket is like a religion in our country. And we simply let the people know. I mean, let the Indians talk about it amongst themselves, to their friends everywhere abroad, wherever they are, OCIs, NRIs, or whatever. Let them speak to the world and let them know why we're not playing against Pakistan. If the government cannot do, I'm sure the people of India can do.
No, so you would have boycotted the match? No. You would have advised the BCCI to boycott the match and even forfeit the points if necessary? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. Why not? My country comes first, then comes anything else. Whether it's ICC or BCCI or XYZ, my country comes first. अभी तक तो चिताएं ठंडी नहीं हुई उन 26 लोगों की.
Shishir Attangdi?
Yes,
I do you believe that it is possible to do that? Is Kirti Azad giving us a situation? The reality is that India-Pakistan cricket drives this Asia Cup. It's the commerce.
Oh, yes, it is the commerce, but there are more things to life than commerce, Radeep, and we all know that. I mean, as a cricketer, of course, if you're in the mix and you're playing for the country, you will be instructed by the authorities to play. But ask any cricketer and putting his hand on his heart whether he feels comfortable about playing a team that actually, is involved in a tragedy of 26 lives. He'll say, no, I'd rather not be playing. But he's going by a diktat of the authorities. And I think most cricketers feel that way. I feel that way. I think every cricket lover feels that way. That, this is not the right environment to be playing. I know the ramifications. I keep talking about ramifications because the broadcasting, it comes down to commerce, then it comes down to the broadcasting money. It comes down to, the vote bank for the ICC and the vote bank for the Olympics and all that. But the real fact is that I would have personally said, okay, let's forfeit the points and go on and play in the tournament. It's at least a show of strength, a show of solidarity, and more importantly, it's about taking a stand on the issue.
Okay, you believe it's taking a stand on the issue. 30 seconds, Kirti Azad. Do you believe, though, that the Indian government could have put pressure on BCCI? Because ultimately the government gave the clearance.
It's no question of putting pressure. Government simply tells them not to play. If the government says that no Indus Water Treaty, if you're going to have no trade with Pakistan, why? Because of what? The terrorism that I've been using. We have been talking about this. No, terror and talks can't go together. We say that water and blood can't flow together. You are stopping Indus water. You are stopping trade. What stops you from just telling your people, telling your players that you're not going to play? Or you simply tell the ICC. It's not. Nothing is greater than the nation, my dear.
Okay.
Nothing is greater. No individual is greater. No institution is greater than the nation.
Okay.
That's what matters most to us.
No institution. Okay. No institution is greater than the nation. Country first, according to Kirti Azad and Shishir Attangdi. This perhaps not the appropriate time to have played Pakistan. I'll tell you, I am a great supporter of Indo-Pak cricket, but even I have my question whether this was the right time to be playing India-Pakistan, particularly as the government says Operation Sindoor is still continuing. I appreciate Shishir Attangdi, Kirti Azad joining me on the news today.